This is the song that's like, money, 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 money.
I gotta dance. I gotta dance in my body. If you got a song in your head, I gotta dance.
Money, 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 money.
They just missed one of the most awesome introductions ever. You guys, you gotta watch the replay. Hello.
Awesome. There's another song. What's that? It's the one with Notorious B.I.G.
Oh, please sing
Mace
to me,
and he's like,
it's
like the more money we come upon, the more problems we see.
That's true, though.
No, it's not.
In the old mindset, it is. Let's bring
in the old mindset, right? It is maybe. Yeah. Totally am not down with that mindset at all. Anyways, guys, welcome to the Akashic Show. Welcome to the Akashic Show. It is Friday. We're already having a blast here. We're doing some singing today. We're doing some dancing today. And we're talking about money, 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 money. Money is such a huge part of your life. Nobody could escape the money talk. And it's funny because while it's such a huge part of life, sometimes it's almost like taboo in some households. It's like, oh, we don't talk about money. We don't like money, or, there's all kinds of belief systems. Money is the root of all evil. People that have money are greedy. You have to stomp on people's backs if you want to make money. All kinds of money stuff going on. So we're going to be talking about money today's show, because we're actually be talking about money next month inside the Akashic Academy. But I'll let Emily tell you more about that. Welcome. It is Friday. Thank you so much for pressing play. Thank you so much for hanging out with us every single Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If this is the first time that you're ever pressing play or hanging out here on the Akashic Show, thank you so much. I want to introduce you to my lady friend. My lady friend? Are you my lady friend? My lady friend?
Technically, yes, technically.
Yeah, I guess you are a lady and my friend. That can be taken in all kinds of ways. But my lady friend here.
We've been going there. We're talking money. We're talking the taboo stuff. So yeah, I'm your lady friend.
All right. Yeah, this is Emily. She's my lady friend. You can take that however you wish. And so myself and Emily. Anyways, if you don't know Emily, Emily is the founder and director here at the Akashic Academy. She is certifying light workers all around the world to read the Akashic records. If you're not familiar with the Akashic records, I bet you that you should. I know that you're here learning about it, because it is your time to be introduced to the records. It is a beautiful modality to be able to get the answers to the questions you may have been struggling with, to really get insights in a big way. Emily is a leader in the rise of light workers that is happening all across the planet, taking us from the old 3D paradigms into the 5D. And, she's a family woman. She's a wife. She's a mother. She's an actress. She's a writer. All kinds of cool stuff. Emily, what's happening? It's Friday.
All kinds of cool stuff in my pocket here, my friend. Thank you.
I'm sure you do.
Thanks for letting me create this space with you to let it all out. You're like, I'm sure you do. You guys want to? It reminds me. I just flashed to that. You may not know because you probably don't read women's glamour magazines, but every now and then they'll have a celebrity and they'll be like, "This is what's in her purse." Oh. You want to see what's in my pockets? Actually, if I showed you what's on my desk right now, you might be more enchanted. Anyway, thank you, my friend. You want to know truthfully what was going through my mind as you were giving me the introduction it is my pleasure to be everybody's lady friend here. It's being that.
Emily shares, she gets around. Yeah.
I do. Because creating this space to be open, to be vulnerable, to be seen how we are, to create, it's really foundational in continuing to grow and expand, because being taboo about yourself, about knowing who you are, about what's going on with your money, about what's going on with your sexuality. Our society hasn't created a lot of space that is really open and allowing people to grow and expand in this area. My area of expertise, the Akashic Records, holy crap. I'll be honest with you guys. I have used the Akashic Records up until this point in my life for my own healing, not necessarily in my finances or my sexuality specifically. It's been much more focused on my emotions, on my thoughts, on understanding my life more dynamically, opening up my psychic gifts and skills. this modality continues to grow and expand, and it grows with me and it meets me where I am. So it's really been a fun experience, a big growth experience for me to apply the records to diving in. Okay, what can I learn more about our sexuality that I can share that's going to help others? Requires being everybody's lady friend and being really open and vulnerable about it. But in order to get the goods, you guys got to join us inside the Akashic Academy for that. I want to introduce the guy sitting next to me because, Nick, you've created so much space for freedom in my life. And it's really taken the freedom in my career to allow the continual unfolding of freedom to allow me to explore sexuality, to explore money, to explore these things more dynamically. I had to create the time and space that was the majority of what I did during a day. That this is where my focus is, using the records, applying it to opening new access to all different points in our life. And back when I had a 3D job, I couldn't do that. What you did for me is taught me how to use my knowledge, my skills, and create something that is impacting so many people. It continues to impact me. Life is exciting around here, you guys. And Nick is one of the most perfect avatars showing up right now to teach about spirituality married to money. This guy is a business genius, by the way. So it's my pleasure to sit next to you. I'm having a lot of fun in building the academy and getting to know each other more dynamically and supporting each other as we continue to grow. And it's fun to do it here with everybody. So thank you for being my partner in that.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you guys always for tuning in here on the Akashic Show every single Friday. It's puppet time. Now, first of all, I want to give a special shout out. Okay.
I'm going to share.
Tony Roke says first time here. Tony, I've seen you before.
Love first timers.
But maybe I haven't. Maybe I just seen you on the page. Either way, what's happening, Tony? Thanks so much for being here.
Maybe you know Tony.
No, maybe I do. Maybe I do. And we got Marie. Marie, hope I'm saying that right. Who says first time here? What's happening, first timers? So thanks so much, guys, for tuning in for the first time. We appreciate you so much. And, get involved with the conversation. Every single week, we do something called the Puppet Show. It's a little segment with inside the Akashic Show where we could puppetize you. And how do you get puppetized? You got to leave comments. Okay. And the more intriguing the comment, the more it catches our attention. And when it catches our attention, myself and Emily go through the comments, right? We hang out for about an hour before we jump on live, and we have some arts and craft time where we talk about cool stuff like Merlin and breath work and crystals. I'm just talking about some of the stuff that we talked about this morning.
I showed you on my desk. I showed you the stuff on my desk, didn't I?
That's right. Yeah. I got to see what was on her purse. On her desk, in her purse, on her pocket, whatever.
My purse is ridiculous.
So let's do the puppets.
Okay. I got my drum today, so I don't have to jump up and get it.
Sweet.
All right.
Who's going first?
You ready?
Am I going first?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a drum roll. Bam! We have Kelly, and I don't know what her last name is, but she's got it as Kelly B. Sparklin. Which I think is a cool last name. Now, Kelly left an interesting comment that says she's building, I think she said she was building her own dreams in her backyard or something like that. It was really cool. I'm all about that because I can resonate. I have a building that I live in, and I'm literally building this building as a spiritual center. And actually, one of the units, we're going to be turning it into a place where people can come and stay for several months and fully dive in immersions with me in the yogic lifestyle. So we've got this whole idea where people will actually be able to come if they'd like and live the freedompreneur lifestyle, not only grow your business, but learn everything that I do on a day-to-day basis, things that I generally don't show people just because I don't want to have the camera on me 24/7, but that I do throughout the day as part of being a yogi. So really cool. And I think that's awesome. Now, one thing that really intrigued me about Kelly is when I went on her profile, I realized that I don't know exactly what her story is, so I'm not going to claim to assume, but she said, I saved my life, not my boobs. And she actually has these beautiful pictures of her where she's shirtless and she doesn't have breasts, but she's so open, and I could just feel her love and excitement for life on those pictures. I think they're beautiful, and I think, Kelly, that you're absolutely wonderful just doing what you're doing. So I'm so happy and privileged to puppetize you today. That's my puppet for today.
Awesome. Is Kelly here?
Oh, Kelly is here. Kelly B. Sparkland says, oh my gosh, wow. Hey, Kelly, thanks so much for allowing me the privilege to draw you this morning. And she says, yes, I'm making healing gardens with arts and crafts. That's beautiful.
I'm so excited. In my visions, I see when the Akashic Academy headquarters emerges in physicality, I see lots of different gardens. I see labyrinths. I see different meditation gardens. I see gardens that you view from up high, like up in the trees. You got to climb the trees to look down and view. I'm such a garden person. Actually, Kelly and I have been chatting on Messenger, so I'm super excited to get to know you more. That's really cool. All right, I'm ready for my drum roll. But when I drum rolled you, my windows cracked and the dogs next door started barking. So I'm going to give like a gentle drum roll. All right, Colleen Hoke is who I drew. And Colleen said, I love playing with the light and letting creativity flow. Guiding it comes in, and then playing is so much fun. It's good for our hearts and good for connection. And just goes right along with why we love Kelly so much, why we love talking about the sexual energy that we've been talking about, because it's igniting creativity for people. And it doesn't always mean in this intimate sexual way that we're used to discussing this. It can mean coloring, people. That's a creative activity that's going to begin to unlock you. And what's really, really beautiful about Colleen's comment, I'll show her again, is that this week with my students, I have 2 student meetings with my Akashic Record students, and they're both very, very different. It's really based on whatever the synergies of the students showing up, whatever they're working on, what the modules they're working on, really dictates how the meeting goes. And it's always really, really incredibly fun. But specifically, one of the memos, Akashic memos that came in for everyone on Tuesday was, you got to figure out what your artistic thing is and do that right now, especially during this gateway of time. So you guys are getting a little sneak preview of the kind of support my Akashic students get. But right now, there are cosmic portals that are open to expand your creativity, and the gateways to them are simple artistic endeavors. So whatever yours is, whether it's singing, dancing, coloring, creating jewelry, whatever it is, this childlike essence is a really powerful tool you guys can use right now. So Colleen, thanks for being so tuned in. She's obviously very tuned in to the present cosmic energies that are at flow. Speaking of present cosmic energies, you guys want a little news? You want to know what's going on at present? At present, I'm going to plug my headphones back in. February 25th, there is another session beginning of creating your own online course. This is an incredible opportunity to receive mentorship, one-on-one guidance, not only from me, but from your Akashic Records, which, may I remind you, this brings you access to the highest level wisdom, guidance, clarity, expanded creativity possible. We do all of the course creating in class, and every single class is done under the space of your Akashic Records. If you guys have not created your own online course yet and you are an energy healer or a coach, I just want to share with you, your course is not about your modality. You want to know, you want me to just lay it down for you right now, and then you can contact me later and we'll keep talking. Your course is about whatever caused you to learn your modality. That's what your course is about. It's about whatever brought you to your life that said, I got to do something different. And that, married with the knowledge you have, can change your life and change the lives of people that you are meant to walk through similar processes or the exact same process. So I want to invite every single one of you guys who, if you're a coach or a healer and you have not explored this yet, this is a template that you can use that I personally have used to create impact very, very quickly. It's not just about you and your money and your business, although there's a great video that I'm going to share with you guys when you reach out to me that's going to show you exactly how much money you can make. And I'm excited to talk more about how money ties into what we need to do for ourselves as artists, as healers, as light workers, in order to continue to expand ourselves. But I want you guys to be able to check that out. We also have coming up next month, Money Month. We are going to be continue inside the Akashic Academy, I should say, for our members. So right now it's Love, Sex, Relationship Month. All of the 10 workshops that we bring you, exclusive workshops, are geared around understanding our sexual energy more dynamically, shifting it, healing it. We've got 2 weeks to go left on this topic, and it's getting good inside of there. People's minds are exploding in really, really powerful ways. We're going to continue to build on this because this is your life force energy. That's why it's so important that you understand your life force energy so you can apply it to every other aspect of your life, because you're doing it anyway, people. We're going to dive into money, and we're going to explore the relationships, the energetic templates that we're creating. Many of them we don't even realize that it's happening because it's so subconscious, it's so default. All of that happens next month inside of the Academy. Membership is $44, 44 cents a month to join. You get 10 new workshops every single month, okay? And access to our complete library of everything that's there. So I want to personally invite every single one of you guys. Diane, why are you smirking?
Because I'm having some fun with Cindy. Keep doing you. Don't worry with me.
Do you? Mind your business.
Do you? That's right. Do you? Do you?
Right.
Me and Cindy got something on the go right now.
I'm jealous. Peanut butter and jealous. Cindy's actually a Missouri girl.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
I know. See, you like your Missouri girls. You didn't even know.
I totally do. I didn't even know.
Right. Oh, Merlin.
All right, what are we doing? We're talking about money?
You're actually the money wizard. So what do you want to say about money and spirituality?
So first of all, I put in the description, questions like, is money the root of all evil? Is money bad? How does money and spirituality interact? So first of all, I want to define what spiritual consciousness means and what material consciousness means. Material consciousness means that which is disconnected from source or from the source of everything that is. And ultimately, we are spiritual beings. And ultimately, everything is spiritual, or its source is from a spiritual place. We call it the kingdom of heaven. We call it the Vakuntha planets. We call it a lot of different things. But ultimately, the source of everything comes from a very spiritual place. Money is therefore comes from a spiritual place as well. So money in itself is neither good nor bad. Material consciousness means you see everything in relation to its source. Okay, so when you see everything in relation to a source, what happens is you lose the duality, like good and bad and right and wrong, and because these are moralistic conversations. Please understand that spirituality and morality are not the same. Yes, they often intertwine and they're often discussed, but they are actually not the same. Morality is on a mental platform. What is good? What is bad? What do we deem as right and wrong as a society? But spirituality is not about what is good or bad or right or wrong. Spirituality is about aligning yourself with the process of life. And the process of life is not a dual process. Life is just happening. In one particular aspect of the process of life is this aspect of give and receive. Material consciousness goes, oh, geez, I got to give, but should I be receiving? Material consciousness makes it a dualistic thing. But actually, if you look at nature, we are always simultaneously giving and receiving. There is no difference between the two. If you give someone a quarter, you give them both heads and tails, right? You can't just give them heads, then it has no value. Similarly, giving and receiving is just part of the process of life. When you get aligned with the natural process of life, there is no question of should I give or should I receive, or you will just know in the moment what is required. Sometimes in the moment, what is required is the opportunity to give. And sometimes you need to be receiving. And most of the time, you're probably simultaneously doing the same thing. Let me give you an example here and now. It may appear that we are giving in this moment and you are the receivers, but actually you are giving to us as much as we are giving to you. because we may be giving some information or some insights and we're doing this show, but you're giving to us because you're giving us your time and your presence and your energy and your comments. And you can see that there's an energetic exchange happening between everybody that's connected here. So we're both simultaneously giving and receiving. So why am I starting with that? Because money is just a facilitating factor of this giving and receiving process that we are already engaged in. Money in itself is nothing more than a tool like this little pencil that I got here. This pencil is this pencil material or spiritual? Well, here is how you make sure the pencil is spiritual. You engage it in the service of the whole. You are part and parcel of the source of this creation. And so therefore, when you engage all of your mental, physical energies into the service of that source, meaning what is uplifting and life-giving to everything, then you are aligned with the process of life, and you will naturally see that life is abundant. Life is absolutely full of wealth. In fact, as a bhakti yogi, we say Krishna, we call God Krishna. We say Krishna is all wealthy, and we are part and parcel of Krishna. So whatever quality Krishna has, that quality is within us because we are part of that. So therefore, we are also tapped into wealth. Meaning, if you are experiencing scarcity, then then you are somehow material, meaning you have disconnected yourself from the source, because the source is limitless and you have that limitless quality in you. And the last thing I want to say about money is that money in itself is simply just acting upon that wealth. So when you are actually close to the Are we back? Looks like we got cut off. Can you guys see us? Can you hear us? Tell me if you can see me. Amanda says, wow, love this. I was just asking all these questions this morning meditating. Fantastic. Guys, let us know if you can see us or if you can hear us, because we got a little technical difficulty there. We both got kicked off.
I'm totally, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Just make sure we're good. Guys, let us know that you can hear us, just to make sure that we're back live. Okay, we're back.
We're back.
See you. Okay, perfect. Yes, back. Okay, awesome. Emily, go ahead.
Oh my God. You know what I was about to say? I was about to say, my head is exploding with the insights that are coming in right now. My circuits are being blown. I'm asking for help holding the insight. You guys know when you wake up from a dream and you're just like, oh my God, that was amazing. It made so much sense. And then you try to capture it and it starts evaporating on you. I find that when this stuff happens live on the air, and then I try to describe to you guys live on the air, sometimes I'm highly medium at it. So I wrote down a lot of things as we were going. First of all, scarcity. It's scarcity. It is the paradigm of the 3D. I'm going to tell you guys why this topic is so important for me. If you guys are here watching this, you are here for a reason. You are a light worker, whether you have identified yourself as that or not. And as light workers, we all have individual missions, but part of our big collective mission involves breaking out of the 3D. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about how we've been duped from a really practical perspective, as I see it and understand it, just allow that to open your mind. You can accept it or not accept it. That's up to you. And share with you how I believe light workers can play a part in shifting this dynamic in a really, really powerful way. But you got to know why it's important. First of all, you got to know your own value to the planet. And when you experience freedom, where you can choose what you want to do during a day, you can choose what you want to learn about, you can choose where you want to expand, you can choose how you show up in life, whether that's traveling or whatever it is, that is you in the highest essence. That is an abundant life of health and prosperity. And you must know your own value for that. Okay. One of the reasons the Akashic Record Apprenticeship is so powerful, because it's a self-excavation process that allows you to self-realize your own value. And I told you how powerful this week was. Spirit is calling out several students, saying it's time to make the transition. No more 3D. No more going to the other job. You need to have all of your attention and energy focused on this. We're going to help you figure it out. Because that's the transition that I made. And it's so important that our light workers learn how to create this. Because your freedom and your abundance is the most important thing for the expansion of the collective. Because that creates an environment for you to expand. Now, that creates the next level of the environment for you to expand. This is not actually discounting the struggle, the polarity that we've been in before, because I can also tell you, we've chosen to go into that. That is also a state of high-level learning. Great, fine, we learned it, but let's move on now, and learn to look at things more dynamically. So that's why money is so important. I love what Nick said about you're exchanging in this relationship anyway. This is a value relationship. Let me tell you how you're exchanging in the 3D, okay? You have been given little nuggets that say you can do anything, you can be anything that you want, blah, blah, blah. However, there is a lie that has been veiled over the majority of our planet. People are waking up. But the lie is that we must pay for energy, okay? And by the way, the energy that is available, I don't know if you guys have seen the simplest things like the potatoes on YouTube, where you plug your cell phone thing into a potato and it starts lighting up. We are still using ancient technology to create energy from the 1800s. You know why? Because the knowledge is being suppressed, because the way we're doing it right now, we have to pay for that. Energy is free. And if you don't have to pay to turn your lights on to live in this society, you go about your life completely differently. But here's the construct that you're applying, that, hey, you can do anything that you want to be, okay? You're applying it under the false construct that you need to do this to survive. So you're in survival mode. So you're like, what do I need to do to survive? And that's what you trade for the money that you make. That's how you're engaging in the process. You want to know what it looks like in 5D? It looks like you taking the bull by the horns, you creating your own life, and you asking yourself the question, what do you want to give that you receive for? You don't have to go to a job to pay the bills anymore. It's a completely different paradigm. How do you want to show up so that you can participate in reciprocity and receive value? And it may not look like money for long in the 5D. I don't know. It may look like a different sort of exchange. It may look like Bitcoin. It may look like crystal trade. I don't know what it's going to look like. We're the only beings on the planet right now who have a monetary system that we require each other to trade, to interact with. So it may look different.
Yeah, and I also remember, like, money's always involved. So there was a time we did barter, and then there was a time that we had gold coin.
Because this is a prime directive of the universe, is the exchange and how energy is exchanged. You don't get around that. You don't get around it.
And so you could see that sometimes the false idea is like, oh, money is a negative thing. But money has evolved and changed. And, as I was saying, we went from gold coins, we went from, barter, we went to paper money. And you could see in this time, we're now going to digital currencies. We've already been, digital currency is not a new thing. The moment that you send an email transfer, PayPal, all of these things are all forms of digital money. And now we're evolving more and more into this idea of digital money. But here's what I want to tell you, because sometimes I'll tell you, sometimes like light workers go, oh, let's go back to the barter system. That's a more fair system. But what I'm going to share with you is that actually remember that even if we went back to the barter system, if you are not good or aligned with the life process, you'll still be scarce in that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's money or bartering. The fact is that when you are aligned with the life process, no matter how it no matter the material way it looks, remember, material is the outside factor. Oh, money. The same principles apply, is that you actually have to go out there and create value. And when you create value, meaning you're adding to the life force of the world, then life itself will reward you through some kind of channel.
Yes.
And right now the channel is money, paper and digital money, kind of a mixture of both that we're using. And even if we went back to it doesn't mean all of a sudden everything's going to be even and fair. It's not even and fair, or it's fair, because the world is actually, karma dictates that everything is actually being in reciprocity.
Yeah.
Once you realize everything's in reciprocity, then you realize, oh, there's nobody's holding you down. It's just that there are certain people that have learned how to tap into wealth consciousness, and while the majority of people have not. So it seems like, oh, one group of people is holding another group of people down. No, it's just when the majority, when 10 to 15% of the Earth's consciousness taps into a money wealth consciousness, you will see the dynamics change, and there's nothing that anybody in any power position can do about it, because there's a greater intelligence that's at play. But you got to align with that, and that's what we're attempting to do here, is get everybody, as many souls as we can, to remember who you are. Naturally, you are wealthy.
Yes. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna add a couple more things, and then I know that we got
to wrap it up.
I know we got to wrap it up. Okay. When you brought everyone's attention to the fact that physical money is changing, gold, Bitcoin, blah, 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 right? We're following a shift. The energetic template that money follows, the energetic consciousness that money follows, shifts too, okay? In 2012, money shifted from following the paradigm that says you got to work harder to be successful. I watched a beautiful TED Talk about this last night. It's amazing. To money following enlightenment. Money is following consciousness. Coach Nick, you dropped some awesome statistics about how many people are investing in online courses. This is evidence of people investing in knowledge. This is evidence of what I'm telling you. We're moving from valuing materialism to valuing knowledge and expansion of consciousness, right? The last thing that I wanted to say was, if you don't think something's fair, you didn't get the lesson, you're going to repeat it. Because the whole purpose, how you get out of the karmic entanglement, is by recognizing what you did to participate, to show up, not realizing what a victim you are. Guess where victims stay? In the 3D. I'm done.
Awesome.
You like my closing?
That was very, very nice closing. Very nice closing. Listen, guys, if you want to up your money game, you want to up your vibration, your consciousness when it comes to money, you want to heal your money mindset, join the Akashic Academy.
Join it.
You got to invest in your knowledge. You got to invest in yourself. We are asking for $44.44 per month for you to get incredible knowledge, to up-level your game. And we're starting in March. Now, we're ending off our sex, love, and relationship months. We still have a couple weeks to go of that. So there's incredible stuff there. And when you join, remember, you get access. It's not like you miss those classes. Those classes are inside of the members portal, where you're going to access those classes over and over and over again. So we invite you right now to go to our website, theakashicacademy.com, register, $44.44. Make sure that you're with us for the month of March, when we dive deeper into this subject of money and spirituality. Guys, thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Go ahead. Say a little. Go. You got 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Just speaking of what's on my desk, I got to tell you guys what just happened in real time. I have 2 chalices on my desk. One is a glass of water. The other's a potion that I'm working on that is not water. And it's got some vinegar and I just took a big old drink and I'm like, oh, that was the wrong cup.
That's nasty.
But I had to tell you since it was on my desk.
Yeah, and you are a witch, so she's working on potions and lotions and all kinds of stuff.
It is a very special potion.
Very witchy of you. Yeah, very witchy.
All right, guys. My own potion, though. Bye.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys later. Make sure you tune into the rest of their shows all week long. Have a fantastic week. Thank you, everyone. It's not letting us end. I keep pressing end broadcast, but we're not going anywhere apparently.
People are like, nuh-uh.